Accounting for investments, buying a domestic equity. In this lecture, I will show you the accounting entries that are necessary to record the action of buying a domestic equity. And when I say domestic equity, I'm talking from the perspective of being in the US. But before we get started, a little bit of housekeeping. My name is Francis Nzotem, and I'm the founder and CEO of Juju Consulting Group and have been working in the financial industry for over a decade. My firm specializes in implementing and integrating the Advent Geneva Portfolio Accounting System with front and back office systems. We are also the experts to help you with all of your Advent Geneva related needs, such as support, training, and upgrades. We provide tools and solutions to facilitate straight-through processing as part of your daily and monthly workflows. And finally, for individuals looking to learn more about the securities industry, we provide courses on our website at training.jujuconsultinggroup.com. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's talk about the process of buying a domestic equity. And I think the best way to do that will be to go through an example. Here's our first example. We buy 5,000 shares of ABC Corporation on November 17th at $50 per share. The first step that we have to do is to enter our trade details. As you can see from the table, we entered all the components of the trade details that will help us in generating the journal entries. Notice that we specified the value date, also known as settlement date, as November 20th. Why? That's because it is standard for US equities to trade on a T+3 method. That means that US equities will settle 3 days after the trade date. Next, we need to calculate our cash values. At this point, the only value that we will need is our net settlement value. The NSV is the amount that we will need to pay on value date. It is calculated as follows. Quantity of 5,000 times price, 50, equals $250,000. At this point, we have all the components necessary to generate our journal entries. We will use the ledger representation to generate our accounting entries as it shows a better visual of the accounts involved. At the top, you can see our accounting equation, assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. That means that whatever we enter on the left side of the equation must equal what we enter on the right side of the equation. I'm touching on basic accounting principles here really quickly, but if you like more details about it, please refer to one of my other accounting videos. So we're buying 5,000 shares of ABC Corporation on November 17th with a value date of November 20th. That means that we will have two accounting events, and we need to account for those. We need to account for what's happening on trade date and for what's happening on value date. Well, we know that on trade date, we're buying 5,000 shares of ABC. Does it mean that we possess those shares on trade date? No, it simply means that we entered into a contract to receive 5,000 shares of ABC on settle date, and that for those shares, we will have to pay $250,000. So to reflect this, we will need to debit the ABC receivable account. And also, we will need to credit the USD payable account. Notice that the number in blue indicates that we are increasing the account. We debit receivable and we credit USD payable. By making those two entries, we make sure that our accounting equation balances. And that completes the entries we need to make for the trade date accounting event. Now, let's look at what happens on value date of November 20th. On November 20th, it's actually the day that we receive our securities, but it's also the day that we have to pay cash for those securities. So On November 20th, we will credit the ABC receivable account to reflect the fact that we received the securities, and we need to debit the USD payable account to reflect the fact that we paid for those securities, so we don't owe anything anymore. Is that it? No, we need to record two more entries. We need to debit our ABC on-hand account to reflect the fact that we are now in possession of the ABC securities, and we need to credit our USD on-hand account to reflect the fact that now we actually paid, and so we reverse the entry. And that's it. We have now successfully recorded all of our accounting entries for buying a domestic equity. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through the end, and if you have any comments or additional questions about it, please feel free to comment in the comment section. And if you would like to receive and watch similar videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. From the team at Juju, thank you.